A Love Supreme, Meher Baba, God-Man, The Thunder of His Silence, written by Geoffrey Giuliano, narrated by Geoffrey Giuliano.
Beloved Baba sends his love to you. He is always with you, in you, and near you. And he says, be happy and not to worry.
Pete Townshend started sending us things in the mail every week about Meher Baba.
And he seemed like a decent kind of guy. And I liked what he said.
It hit us very strongly that this was what we had been searching for. This made sense. This was the truth.
You know, we were both also part of the Baba community. There were some great people in it. Mike McInerney, who went on to do the Tommy cover, his wife Katie, who Ronnie went on to marry. But it was away from the mainstream of what was going on in the West End. It was away from, you know, the Maharishi. It was away from the LSD. It was much more gentle, much more right-side. It was a different world.
Meher Baba, born Mirwan Shiriar Irani, was born on February 25, 1894. He was an Indian spiritual master who was said to be the Avatar. Born in Pune, India, to Zoroastrian parents, his spiritual transformation began when he was 19 years old and lasted for 7 years. During this time, he contacted 5 spiritual teachers before beginning his own mission and gathering his own disciples in early 1922 at the age of just 27. From July 10, 1925 until the end of his life, Meher Baba maintained silence, communicating by means of an alphabet board or by unique hand gestures. With his mandali, or circle of inner disciples, he spent long periods in seclusion, during which time he often fasted. He also traveled widely, held public gatherings, and engaged in works of charity with lepers and the poor. In 1931, Meher Baba made the first of many visits to the West, where he attracted thousands of followers. Throughout most of the 1940s, Meher Baba worked with a category of spiritual aspirants called musts, whom he said were entranced or spellbound by internal spiritual experiences. Starting in 1949, along with selected mandali, he traveled incognito about India in an enigmatic and still largely unexplained period he called the New Life. After being injured as a passenger in 2 serious automobile accidents, one in the United States in 1952 and one in India in 1956, his ability to walk became severely limited. In 1962, he invited his Western followers to India for a mass darshan called the East-West Gathering. Concerned by an increasing use of LSD and other psychedelic drugs, in 1966, Baba stated that they did not convey real benefits. Despite deteriorating health, he continued what he called his universal work, which included fasting and seclusion until his death on January 31, 1969. His samadhi, or shrine, in Meherbad, India, has become a place of international pilgrimage. Meher Baba gave numerous teachings on the cause and purpose of life, including teaching reincarnation and that the phenomenal world is but an illusion. He taught that the universe is imagination, that God is what really exists, and that each soul is really God passing through imagination to realize individually his own divinity. In addition, he gave practical advice for the aspirant who wishes to attain God realization and thereby escape the wheel of repeated birth and death known as samsara. He also taught about the concept of perfect masters, the avatar, and those on the various stages of the spiritual path that he called involution. His most important teachings are recorded in his principal books, Discourses and God Speaks. His great legacy includes the Avatar Meher Baba Charitable Trust he established in India, a handful of centers for information and pilgrimage.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?